In this game, I dropped 116 kills using the Kilo, which is new to Black Ops 6. It was in Modern Warfare 2019 for anyone that doesn't remember or didn't play that game. But yeah, it's absolutely busted in this game. It just dropped today for Season 3. Yeah, the gun's absolutely insane. I was playing before, I played a couple games before I unlocked it, and everyone else was using it, and I couldn't even get a kill. Like, they also nerfed the Jackal. I'm going to get into all that in a second. I'm going to kind of go through the patch notes for Season 3. But yeah, this is nothing new. Every time they add a new gun to COD, they always make it insanely overpowered for like a week or two, and then they nerf it. That's nothing new. It's just a quick cash grab. So now all these kids or people, you know, they end up buying the guns early. They want it that day, so they end up buying tokens to go through the battle pass. Because I'm pretty sure the only way to get the few guns like that sniper and that other assault rifle, I forget what they're called, but I'm pretty sure the only way to get those is through the battle pass, and every single game people were using them. But enough of Activision's greed. Let's get into the Season 3 patch notes. So first things first, they added firing range, that's been in multiple Call of Duties up until this point. You know, it's originally in Black Ops 1 and probably 10 Call of Duties since then. I'm sure everyone is aware of firing range. And then they added a new map, Barrage. I haven't even played that one yet, so I can't really speak on it. That's a 6v6 map. They also added Nomad, which is 6v6, and also 2v2. I haven't played that one either. They also just added 2 new game modes, Demolition and Sharpshooter, which they're not new to Call of Duty, but I don't think they've even been in COD for a couple years now, at least. So if you're a spawn trapper, I'm sure you're happy that Demolition's back. And then Sharpshooter is like a party game mode. As far as guns, they added the Kilo, obviously. They added the CR56 AMAX, and then the HCR, which is all from Modern Warfare 2019. They also added the Cali sticks from Modern Warfare 2019, which are like the 2 sticks, the melee weapon. And then they're adding a nail gun, I guess, mid-season. They also added a few new attachments, such as the monolithic suppressor, which is a suppressor that increases range. So I remember that being broken in Modern Warfare 2019. And then they also added a SWAT 556 GRAW conversion. I came across a couple people using that earlier, and that's also insanely overpowered. They're also adding a different type of ammo for the C9 mid-season, which makes it shoot slower, but makes it stronger. They also added a new perk called Close Shave, which is an enforcer perk. It says you automatically use your dedicated melee attack when you perform a weapon butt attack. Simply tap the melee button to attack, like the old days. I don't even remember this, and it's kind of weird that it's a whole perk. It should just do it automatically, in my opinion, unless I'm not understanding the perk correctly. We're also adding a new score streak mid-season, the Death Machine. They're adding it into zombies and multiplayer. They also added a new zombies map called Shattered Veil. I haven't played it yet. I'm not really too big into zombies, but my friends did, and one of them said that 2 maps in a row without a starting cutscene is balls, but he said he was having fun on it, so I guess that's good. Let me know in the comments if you played it, what you think about it. It's saying here that double tap has returned in the first time in nearly a decade, which is crazy. I didn't even know that it hasn't been around. I would have thought it's been in zombies since then. They also, I guess, added the Ray Gun Mark II plus 3 variants, and then the Wonderwaff. And then there's 2 new zombie enemies. There's the Elder Disciple and then Toxic Zombies. And then I guess they also added new Gobblegums. Alright, now back to multiplayer. Apparently they're adding a camo hub soon, which is, I guess it makes it easier to like track your progress towards Dark Matter and Nebula. I already have Dark Matter and I'm not going for Nebula, so I guess that doesn't really affect me. But they also added new operators. It says here R0Z3, Hudson, Mace, and then John Black Ops. Not really familiar with any of these characters, so if that means something to you, that's great. There's also supposed to be an event mid-season, which is a Black Ops tribute, so it'll be interesting to see, I guess, what they do with that. And then next, we'll go on to the Ricochet anti-cheat. It says here, this season, the focus remains on our commitment to taking down cheater makers, banning bad actors, and ensuring a great player experience. Our roadmap for anti-cheat extends beyond this season, but in the latest progress report, we'll focus on recent results and security focus updates coming in Season 3. Pretty sure there was a typo in them publishing this, which really goes to show their attention to detail. But yeah, I literally played against a person that was using wall hacks earlier in a public match the first day of the season, so you know that goes to show they're not doing anything about it. They don't care. They made enough money just selling people tokens to buy these new weapons as it is. Like, People are still going to buy the game and give them money in the store, so that's all they care about. And then apparently they're also making a change to console crossplay settings and allowing console only for multiplayer ranked, Warzone ranked, regular multiplayer, all of that, which that should have been in the game from the start, especially considering there's a cheater problem. The fact that they even waited until the start of a new season, it just goes to show that they're trying to throw something to make people happy. Like, why would they not add that the second they're able to? Why are they waiting for a whole new season to drop that? That's where it just goes to show. They also said they improved preloading shaders, which I don't think that even makes a difference. To my knowledge, you know, you open up the game, if you have to download your shaders, you have to wait there anyways, so I don't think it doesn't matter about the frame rate stability, but I could be wrong. They also added a whole little essay right here that talks about making weapons more balanced. I'll read it real quick. It says, a major focus of our weapon balance changes in Season 3 is to enable more gameplay variety. Almost every attachment that modifies the core behavior of a weapon is receiving an improvement to help with its viability in the meta. It is our goal to ensure that all existing and future weapon mods feel fun and powerful to use. Semi-auto weapons are another broad target for buffs this patch. The changes aim to make these weapons more accessible and competitive, as well as create more distinct gameplay feel between the faster semi-auto primaries. And then they add at the end right here, as a last top level note, the Season 3 patch includes adjustments to the Jackal PDW. More details on the thinking behind the change can be found below. Our weapon balance philosophy is to be conservative with nerfs and to always consider whether there is an opportunity to elevate other weapons instead. In this case, we feel strongly that tuning down the Jackal PDW will be good for the health of the weapon meta going forward. What's really interesting about them even saying this is that they just added the kilo, which is insanely broken. So like that just goes beyond what they just said. Like this gun it's like a 2-shot kill. So if you want to enable more gameplay variety, then why are you adding a kilo that's insanely broken? It's just, I mean, it's obvious that it's a money grab, but like now you don't even know what you're talking about. You're saying one thing and doing another. It just really goes to show how all over the place Activision is, or Treyarch, whoever the hell is typing this. Alright, so now for the adjustments to the guns. The XM4 got a delay for the burst fire attachment, and then the GPR got reduced visual recoil. The Goblin MK2, it says it's getting a light rework that significantly improves its fire rate. It also, I guess, increases the range. The AS Val got buffed. Its range got increased. For the submachine guns now, the Tanto got a buff to the range. It actually says that the binary trigger got a buff, so I don't know if that's like, I guess it's a trigger or a different like mod for the gun. So I don't think it's the base weapon. But anyways, so now the Jackal got nerfed, it got nerfed in the range, and then it added recoil. And then the compact 3-round burst mod got buffed. For the Marine SP shotgun, the Dragon's Breath mod got buffed. The ASG also got buffed. Same with the Maelstrom too, or Maelstrom, however you say that. So I guess all the shotguns got buffed. And then for the marksman rifles, they're all getting buffed. I guess the rate of fire is being increased, as I was saying before. They also nerfed the movement, like the Omni movement in the game. It says increased crouch to stand speeds by 15%, increased crouch to stand speeds while aiming down sights by 39%, and then increased directional sprint animation blend speeds for improved fluidity. So I guess that last part is, I guess, a good thing. But yeah, they increased the time it takes from crouch to stand. They also nerfed the sliding. It says reduce slide in max speed scale from 1.6 to 1.55 and reduce slide max time from 0.7 to 0.65. I was playing before and I did notice a difference. It felt like, I don't know, it just felt a little slower. Like before knowing that they patched the movement, I felt like I was walking through mud. Alright, so now ranked play. Apparently they're adding something that if you get beaten by a cheater and that cheater gets banned, now you get your SR back. I don't know the exact time duration of how long that'll be good for. Like if I play a cheater and then a month later they get banned, will that still work? But apparently it's for anybody that cheater's beaten. So that's pretty interesting, although, you know, it's a step in the right direction, I guess, but it's still, if you get beaten really bad by a cheater, it can still hurt your hidden skill rating, so it doesn't completely solve that issue, but it's a step in the right direction, I guess. They're also making it so you can rejoin matches in ranked play, which is really cool because I've been disconnected personally and, you know, it would have been nice to join back, so it's cool that they're adding that. I don't really see why they wouldn't have, but You know, so there's not really a downside to that. As far as the season rewards for ranked play, they're adding a camo again, and then also the title, and then, you know, the I would imagine the skins. But they still haven't fixed the iridescent skin, which is basically the same as like a non-ranked skin. So that's a topic for another video. That's just insanely broken. But the camos look okay. They probably honestly look better than the last season's camos, so I'll give them that. And it like physically says what rank you got on it. So if you got iridescent, it says iridescent on the gun. As far as the patch notes, that's pretty much it. But as far as my thoughts go on it, I think that they added some good things and some bad things. It's hard for me to give them credit just because the game overall is broken. So like even the good things that they are doing, like being able to rejoin matches, you know, it's hard to give them credit for that when everything else is kind of dog shit. But yeah, if you haven't bought these guns already, don't give them any money. That's all I gotta say. I mean, do what you want to do, but like for me personally, I just would never give them an extra dollar past buying the game because everything's really broken. So it kind of shows them they can get away with doing what they're doing and not putting any effort into it. So me personally, I could have $10 billion and I'm not giving them a penny past, you know, buying that, spending the initial $70 to buy the game. And then as far as my experience from playing earlier, because I did play a couple games, like I said, the kilo was just beyond broken. Like if you weren't using the kilo, you were getting melted. You really stood no chance. And then, you know, it seemed there were a lot of hackers, honestly. I think they were probably all just the kids that were hacking on ranked play that, you know, since ranked play was down, they were all just playing like Nuketown, firing range, and just still using their cheats. So it was pretty horrible before. Hopefully Activision could sort that out, but we all know they won't. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like this video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one.